Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life. I'm here today in my new sewing studio. We'll be talking more about that later, but I'm here today to talk about orphan blocks. I have a lot of orphan blocks, and I actually had them in multiple places in my old sewing studio. So as I was packing things and moving things come over here, I decided to put them all in one box, and now I'm ready to tackle them. I've got some great ideas for you. I'm going to give myself a challenge, and maybe some of you will want to join in that challenge as well. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, first of all, I just want to give you some ideas of different things you can do with your orphan quilt blocks. The first thing you're going to have to do is gather them together. Put them all in one container or drawer or box, whatever. I feel like something that really kept me from following through on my goal was that they were all over the place and I didn't have them just in one container. Some quick ideas that you can use orphan blocks for are quilt labels, quilt backs, pillows, bags, runners, table runners, placemats, and even wall hangings. But today I'm going to talk about making a sampler quilt. Okay, so while I get these blocks, I just want to show you. Some of them are so much fun, and they are left over from little samples that I made when I was teaching. Some of them are from classes. Some of them are from sample quilts. Maybe I needed a sample block or two. And some of them are quite actually old. Here's some hexagons from Summer Sweet. Just lots of fun old blocks. I have so much fun looking at these, and I'm just going to go through them. I am going to tell you though, I think there's another step that kept me. Oh, see, now some of them like this, this might be great for a mug rug or a placemat, something smaller. I might not put this into my sampler quilt because it's so specific. But let's keep looking. I think my next step is to separate them by size. That's actually what I'm going to do next. Here I have a whole bunch of 6-inch finished blocks, and these I think were left over from Moda Blockheads 5. I think when I put my sampler quilt together for that, I just didn't need them all. It wasn't that I didn't love these, I just had too many blocks for what I was making. So anyway, I think some of these larger ones are Moda Blockheads 5 too. I know this was a test block for my patchwork garden quilt. This is our Creekside collection. It's from several years back. Some more, I feel like these are Moda Blockheads blocks that just didn't make it into my quilt. So anyway, but I've never actually taken these blocks and separated them by size, which is what I need to do. Here's some more 6-inch blocks. This was from an even earlier Moda Blockheads. Sew along, I don't even remember which one. Looks like I did some applique even. And maybe just a couple, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I posted on a works in progress post that I was going to do something with it. Here's a house block, another house with the log cabin kind of thing going on. But I really do think that the thing was I never got organized. These were test blocks for another one of my patterns. They're so much fun. But the next thing I'm going to do is I've got this printable for you, and you're going to go through, you're going to count your blocks, you're going to sort them by size, and you're going to make a list. Here's a family tree block. That was a tester. Oh wow, these are all my test blocks for my Clover Hollow collection sewing. So much fun to see these. Seashore Drive, Summer Sweet, Seashore Drive. I've got some big ones too. This must have been a test block. But anyway, head over to the blog. The link will be in the description below, and download the printable. Take stock of what you have. Look at your options. If you have some that just don't seem to fit with the others, like I said, you might want to use those for one of those smaller projects that I mentioned, like a table runner or even a placemat or something like that. Wow, I have a lot of blocks. I'm probably not going to go through all of these, actually, but I don't know. There are so many blocks, more 6-inch blocks. And if you're like me, you might end up having more than one sampler quilt. I feel like I could probably do a sampler just with the 6-inch blocks. These are huge. There's some really big blocks in here, and all different styles. Okay, so this is my challenge. I'm going to give myself a month. I am finishing up some new market collection sewing, and I'll have a little bit of time. So I'm going to give myself a month to have these all sorted, have my plan in place, and come back and share you the project or projects that I'm going to make. I just feel like I might even, with so many little 6-inch blocks, I might even have time to get some of them sewn together. Anyway, it's going to be a great feeling to get these out of the, get this box as empty as I can, and maybe it won't be completely empty, but I should make a good amount of progress, and I will see you in 1 month. Hope you'll join in on the Orphan Block Challenge. Okay, so that's it for today's post on Orphan Blocks. I hope that you will join with me, and if you have a large assortment of these blocks, or even if your assortment isn't quite as big as mine, there are lots of things you can do. So look in the description below. It'll send you over to the blog post with a lot of different tips, and then it will also send you to the new blog post where you can download the Orphan Block Challenge printable. I hope that you'll join in, and hope you enjoyed today's video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and share it with a friend. Thanks so much for stopping by.